I wouldn't say I'm gonna go all out and buy tons of vinyl. Maybe at most, maybe one or two a month, maybe three, but that'd be kind of pushing it.
You liar!
Welcome to Bryer's Music Showcase. I'm Bryer and welcome to another video. And kind of taking a little break from CDs, let's talk about some vinyl now. Okay, so about a month ago, I did a whole video where I unboxed my very first record player, which is ironically playing right behind me if you can see it. But since it's about a month, I think it's time to do like a little update on it, just to give kind of an overall thoughts on the record player itself, and also what new vinyl I've picked up since then. Of course, I said that, yeah, I was supposed to pick up maybe 2 or 3 a month. Well, let's say I got a little carried away. But regardless, I'm going to go through all of it. So yeah, let's do it right now. So of course, I'll briefly talk about the record player itself. And overall, it's playing great. Have no issue with it right now. It's very self-explanatory. The speakers sound great. Just sits there like over there and kind of like literally it's located on that corner of the room, which if you've seen the video, you kind of have an idea, but it's over there and I can see it right now. It looks great in this little corner. Cleaning it is not too hard. Again, I have that little like that weird like velvet bar thing, and yeah, you know, it works pretty good. I mean, obviously it's not going to get the deepest clean, but you know, for what it does it pretty well. So far I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the record player itself. Again, working great, no issue whatsoever. But now let's talk about the main thing why most people are here, and talking about the records I have right now. So I probably should have counted before I recorded this, but we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to go in order. I'm going by alphabetical order, and it's by last name. So yeah, and of course I'm going to talk about like how they sound and my experiences with them. So starting off, and the first one you've actually seen before because I did an unboxing of these first couple. So right now we have Hotel California by the Eagles. Okay, just so you see with the outer sleeve in the way. There you go. I mean, had to get it. I mean, it's the must-have to get on vinyl. And this is an original pressing, and it sounds pretty good. Obviously, it does. You do hear like the pops and stuff like that, but you know, it's probably been played a lot, so I'm not too surprised by that. But for the most part, it sounds pretty good. Of course, it's just great to have, you know, just to look at it. And that's really the great thing about vinyl, is that you get the full picture of it, where on CD you get like a small version of it. But still, very cool to have it in the collection. Very happy with it. Okay, next, funny story about this one. Actually, I'm going a bit out of order, I said I was going to do alphabetical, but for right now, I'm just it's like whatever at this point. So Genesis, yes, Genesis Foxtrot. Funny story about this one. So as you know, this is my favorite Genesis album. Again, great artwork, and I was really looking forward to it. And I played it, side 1. Fantastic, no issue there. Then we get to side 2, and I realized there was something very off. Turns out this is a misprint. So when you flipped it to side 2, it actually just plays side 1 twice. So I was a little disappointed in that. Yeah, so I still have not heard Supper's Ready on vinyl yet. And yeah, kind of disappointing. But I got this off eBay, so the seller, unfortunately they don't take returns, but the person did give me my money back, so I'm fine with that. As long as I got my money back, I'm fine. So yeah, I just have this now. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe one day I'll get one of those like picture frames that kind of fit the dimensions of a vinyl record, and maybe I'll just hang it on the wall. That's probably what I'll end up doing at some point. But you know, yeah. Lesson learned. Be careful what you buy online. Okay, so now let's get back on track. So next up, we have Phil Collins, and we have Face Value. Of course, this is the original album cover. I do have it on CD, but it's the 2016 remaster where they have Phil older. So it's kind of nice to own a physical copy of it with the original cover on it. And of course, you get to see Phil's face in all its glory. So yeah, very cool here. I'm just going to quickly show the gatefold on this one. So you open it up, get all the information here. Photos, credits, very nice. And let's see, I'll kind of quickly show the record. It's on Atlantic. Hopefully you can see that. Here, gently put it in. But yeah, sounds fantastic. It does pop, there are like a couple crackles, but overall it plays phenomenally well. So very cool. I believe this is an original pressing too, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, very awesome to have. So let's put this back and we'll continue on. It's always difficult putting these back in the sleeve sometimes. I'll get used to it. Don't worry. Here we go. Next, this was a really good find. Next up, we have my favorite Billy Joel album. Of course, we have The Stranger. Yeah. Absolutely love this album. There's the back for you. There's Billy right there. Yep, saw this in the record store, had to get it. Sounds great. Absolutely. Actually, this is probably one of my best sounding records so far I have. Just didn't have any issue at it whatsoever, really. So should we show this one on Columbia? And it comes in nice, it comes in the plastic inner sleeves, which is kind of nice. And this is an original copy too, so that's a little added bonus. But yeah. All right, up next we got my first and so far my only heavy metal album I have on vinyl. And we have Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance. And this one's actually kind of cool because this is actually in a Mexican pressing. So you see the track listing in Spanish there, which is very cool. And it was like 20 bucks actually, now that I look at it. But again, plays great. There it is out of the cover. See, again, I'll show the whole, everything. Hold on a sec. It comes in a paper sleeve, but one day I'll replace it. So let me just show you the not the outer sleeve, like the inner sleeve. So you have a picture of the band there. There's, of course, Rob Halford there. Then you have the lyrics on the back. And we'll quickly show the record. CBS. Of course, when I played this album, gotta be careful with the volume because I don't want the whole. Well, I know it's I know people like to play heavy metal records so loud the whole neighborhood hears, but yeah, I'm sadly not one of those. Okay, there we go. I think that should be in. All right, this one you've seen before because I actually did a YouTube short on this one not that long ago. I did two of it. I did one where I unboxed it and one where I just kind of did a little comparison with the vinyl and the CD. And of course, it's Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf. Another one of my favorite albums of all time. I mean, it's so theatrical, but that's why I love it. It's just absolutely spectacular, and it has that iconic album cover too, which is pretty awesome. I know it's kind of misleading because you think it's going to be a heavy metal album, but it's not. But yeah, it's still pretty awesome though. Yeah, and now, as I always say, the more theatrical, the better. So I'm not going to show the record on this one because, again, I did the short, so you can look on the shorts page on my YouTube channel, and you'll find it eventually. All right, here's one I did show before, and this was during a live stream. And of course, it's Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. I mean, I was very fortunate to find a copy at my record store literally the day before the 50th anniversary, which is pretty sick. I kind of wish I had this before I did that 50th anniversary short, but you know, better late than never. And this is actually an original pressing too, so very cool. Again, has the iconic album cover. There's the back. You do see a little ring wear on it, but overall it still looks fantastic for its age. Of course, you gotta show the gatefold with the wavelength and all, and the lyrics. I won't take it out of the sleeve, but you can see the label of it. You did see the label, right? I couldn't tell. You can just picture it though, if you didn't see it. All right, and the next one I've shown before in a past video. Can't remember how long ago though. Of course, we have Queen, Sheer Heart Attack. I mean, one day I hope to get every album by Queen on vinyl, but this is a good starter one. Of course, it's their third studio album, has Killer Queen on it. I did a short on this one too. There's the back cover. I mean, yeah, Brighton Rock. Then you have the little medley on side one. Stone Cold Crazy, Misfire. Very underrated song that is. Then you have In the Laps of the Gods. Yep. Love My Queen. Hopefully I'll be talking more about them at a later date. Alright, next one, again, you've seen before because I unboxed it. This is kind of the most recent unboxing video I did. And this was a gift from Garrett. Of course, we have Steely Dan, The Royal Scam. Again, you can just look at that video I did a while ago and you can see me unboxing it, and I'll show all the stuff that comes with it. But yeah, it's my favorite Steely Dan album. Sounds fantastic, especially on speakers. I mean, at some point people need to hear Steely Dan on a record, so glad that I finally fulfilled that. So yeah. Okay, I've shown this on the live stream as well. And we have Styx, The Grand Illusion. Love this album. I love Styx. I don't care what people say. But yeah, very cool album. I don't have a whole lot to say, but again, sounds fantastic. I actually played this again. I played it twice already. So I played it when I first bought it, and then I played it a couple days ago, and yeah, it sounds even better the second time through. So yeah. I can hear my mom's shouting. Hopefully you can't hear it. But next up, another live stream one I show. Let me rephrase that. Another one I shown on the live stream. We got Supertramp, Crime of the Century. I mean, what can I say about this one? To many people, this is their best album. I still prefer Breakfast in America, but so far this is probably my second favorite. And yes, it's definitely worth owning on vinyl. Here it is. Looks great. And then this is also an original pressing, by the way. And again, this came out in 1974, and the fact that it still looks this good really shows this person really took care of it. And it still sounds great. Especially the title track. Oh man, what a great closing track that is. Okay, nearly done here. Right, another one Garrett shown me. It's actually the record that started it all. Of course, we have Who's Next there, and if you flip it over, there's the record in there in case you're that curious. But yeah, I mean, this was definitely a good one to start with. Again, thank you to Garrett for getting me started here. Really much appreciate it. So, not a whole lot to say, but it's a classic. I mean, if you've not heard Who's Next, what's wrong with you? Sorry. Moving on. And this was actually another one by Garrett, and this is the last one Garrett sent me. And this is actually a funny story because this was, if I'm not mistaken, like he actually was originally supposed to send me a CD copy of this, but by surprise, I ended up getting a vinyl copy. But you know, why not? So we have another Who record, but this is a compilation. We have Meaty, Beaty, Big and Bouncy. Very nice. I really do like the cover, by the way. Very cool. Here's the back. Kind of a little flip. That's kind of nice. Very cool idea. So side 1, you have I Can't Explain, The Kids Are Alright, Happy Jack, I Can See from Miles, Pictures of Lily, My Generation, and The Seeker. Side 2, you have Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere, Pinball Wizard, A Legal Matter, Boris the Spider, The Magic Bus, Substitute, and I'm a Boy. Very cool, very good compilation. A lot of good songs on here, and I was able to finally play it, and yeah, still sounds pretty good. Yeah, very nice. Alright, last 2 are by the same band. And of course we have Yes. I shown this one on live stream. And of course we have Close to the Edge. I mean, it's green. I like green. So of course we open it up. We gotta show the gatefold as always. Very cool. And there's the back. And yeah, still sounds pretty good. I think this is an original pressing, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, sounds great. I think it skipped once, and it was kind of during the intro, that whole chaotic intro on the title track. But everything after that, it didn't skip at all. So I don't know. Maybe it was just that one time. Maybe I need to play it again. But yeah, again, always nice to have Yes on vinyl, especially this one too. And I've shown this record before many times. And of course it's got to be Relayer. I mean, it's my favorite Yes album, so of course I had to get it. Just want to quickly show, because I always gotta show the inside, but also show the full artwork. Again, one of my favorites. It's very white, but it definitely has a very calming, kind of majestic feel. Of course you have the snake there, which kind of gives it a bit of an edge to it, which kind of sums up the album, now that I think of it. Future Bryer here. Sorry to interject, but while making the video, I completely forgot to showcase the 45s that I have, and that's kind of another lie. I said I wasn't going to buy any 45s, but I got these 2 for very low prices, so I thought, yeah, why not give it a go? So, again, I only have 2, so I'll try to make this quick. So the first one I was able to acquire is, and I've shown this one before, we have One More Night by Phil Collins, again from No Jacket Required. So here's the back, here's what it looks like. Again, you got the suit there. So I'm just going to quickly take it out. So I think this was about $2 when I got this, if I'm not mistaken. So it was very cheap. So it's on Atlantic. Okay, so that's side B. Let's show off side A first. So here it is. There it is, One More Night. Then on the back, you have the B side, which is a song I have not heard before. It's The Man with the Horn, which again, I mentioned it before recently, but basically it was originally recorded during the Hello, I Must Be Going session, but they decided to release it around this time. But yeah, it's very good. Sounds great, and I never heard of The Man with a Horn before, but great song. I'm very glad to finally hear it. So that's the first one I have. The second one I got, and this one was about, I think it was about less than $1, I think. We have The Police with Wrapped Around Your Finger. Then we flip it. So it comes with the song Wrapped Around Your Finger, which is one of my favorite Police songs. And then on side B, you have a live cut of Tea in the Sahara. So yeah, that's kind of neat, I must admit. So we take it out of the sleeve. And again, this one also sounds really good. So here it is. There's side A. And then flip it over. You have Tea in the Sahara live version. All right, really not much else to say. The live recording sounds pretty nice. Nothing to write home about, but kind of cool it comes with it. So there you have it. Those are my only 2 45s. I'm not sure if I'll get more, but you know, if there's a song that I really love and it's for cheap, then you know, I might pick up more. But yeah, that is the 2 45s. So let's get back into the main video. All right, so 15 albums already. Man, it's grown quickly. So yeah, so that's pretty much all I gotta say. Again, in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on any of these records. Let me know if you have them by any chance. So yeah, I don't have much else to say, but again, thank you much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and goodbye for now.